Good morning, everybody. It's Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. Welcome. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. And today we're going to do a quick and easy card that uses a 4¼ by 5½ piece of DSP that you cut on the diagonal, and you'll get 2 card fronts out of it. So I am using retired product to show you that, but I do have some samples with some of the newer paper that we have that are Christmas. And today I am using the Cheerful Daisy bundle to do my sample. So I'm going to tip you down to my desk and we'll get started. And on my desk, you'll see I have the flyer for the Join Special that Stampin' Up! Has going on right now. And quite frankly, it's the best deal I have seen since I've been a demonstrator. Because typically when you join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator, sorry, I'm just trying to get this straight. You paid $135 and you were able to choose products up to $165 worth of product. So you got $30 free. So this special, if you have a wish list of $165 worth of product, you could choose this first join special and you would only pay $87.75 because you get 35% off your $135. You'd get $165 worth of product, plus you get a free registration to our online on-stage event November 11th. So it is a Stampin' Up! Event that's held every year. It's called On Stage. It is an online event this year. It was a $102 value, which I paid to get my registration. So you would get that for free. So on top of this Join Special, where you get all this product for $87.75, you would also get this. Now, this event is, I can tell you more about it if you want to know, but it's all online. You don't have to watch it November 11th. It is available to watch afterwards for a period of time. So that's an awesome deal. Now, if you have a bigger wish list, up to $222.75, you would only spend $135. So again, you're getting a lot of product for not that much money. So I think this is an awesome deal. And it doesn't mean that you have to become a demonstrator. I joined with no intention of being a demonstrator. I just wanted the discount. And so I joined years ago, not at this deal. And I just got it for the discount. You start off with a 20% discount. So if you're purchasing from Stampin' Up! And you would like to get a discount, which everybody likes a discount, you get to see products early, ahead of everyone else if you're a demonstrator. So there's lots and lots of perks. If you'd like more information, you can reach out to me and I can fill you in on all the extra things. But that's the deal that's running for the month of October. And I just wanted to show you all that. I'm sure other demonstrators have shown it to you, or you might have heard about it. Anyways, let's get started on our card. So as I said, this is my template. This piece of paper is 4¼ by 5½. I measured in 1/2 inch from this top right corner, put a little mark there. I measured in 1/2 inch from the bottom left corner, put a mark there, and then cut diagonally. Therefore, you're getting 2 pieces, and I've sort of started this card already, but 2 pieces. There was my piece of paper. You're getting 2 pieces of paper that look like this, so you can make 2 cards. So there's 1 card there. I'm doing it like a tent fold that way, landscape. And the other card, because this doesn't have a specific direction, and did I say that this was discontinued paper? This is retired paper, but I love it because it has the daisies on it. I'm going to use the Cheerful Daisy suite. So because it doesn't really have a direction, I can make another card with a shaded spruce base, and I can put it this way. So depending on the paper you choose, depends on what you can do with it. You can also use the other side. Now this side, because this is retired paper, this is also a retired color. It's called Cinnamon Cider, but you could use that side. Of course, it doesn't look so good on the green, but you get the idea. So I am going to put together the yellow card, which I've already started here. All right, so I mentioned I am using the Cheerful Daisies. And in this bundle, there are dies. I used this label die, and I stamped a sentiment from this bundle. and it says, wishing you the brightest birthday, which thought I would put on here just like this, and then I'm going to decorate it with some of the daisies. So I cut some of the daisies out ahead of time and put them together. This die set is awesome. It has all these different dies. So you get a solid daisy, and then you get one that's got a little bit of cutout on it, and then you get this one to overlay. So I put them all together. I used my sponge dauber and I sponged the center. And the color I'm using is So Saffron, which is a color that is retired, and that is the color of this paper. But that's what goes with this DSP. So I also put a little wink of Stella in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I thought I would decorate with that. My thought is I would put the greeting before I lay it down. I've got it on dimensionals, and I just didn't know if I wanted to do this and have it that way. I also cut, the die has a little sort of a leafy piece, which I cut out of Just Jade, which is the color that's in here, which is also retired. But I thought possibly I could put it like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my greeting down. I have it on 3 dimensionals. I'm going to put it down like that. And then I'm going to tuck this in, maybe here. I'm not sure how I want to place all these things, but I kind of wanted the daisy there. Maybe I will put the greenery behind the daisy before we get going. So I will put a little bit of glue on the greenery, just like that, and tuck it in behind my daisy. I have my daisy going like that. Tuck it in here like this, just onto the back of the daisy, like that. And then I will be able to lay it down onto here like that. And because it has 3 layers, it has a bit of dimension already. I'm not putting it on dimensionals because I'm thinking it would be too thick if I wanted to mail it. So I'm just going to put some glue right in the center. And I am using my liquid glue, which is my go-to. As all of you know, if you watch my videos, that's my go-to glue. I'm going to hold that down like that. I did bring out some retired ribbon. This is the gingham. It was Bumblebee, but I thought it looked okay with this. Didn't have any other color that I could use, so I thought, do I want to put just a little bow there? Tied my bow ahead, so I think I do like it. So I'm going to trim off the ends somewhat evenly, hopefully. Like that. And I will get I was going to say a glue dot, which is on the other side of my desk here, but I think I will just tuck it underneath, maybe even underneath that, like that. What do you think? I think that looks okay. And then the inside, I've already stamped I've already got a piece of white. I haven't stamped anything on it. Because this is a birthday card, obviously, I'm going to say a female birthday card. I haven't put anything on the inside of it yet, but we could, in the Cheerful Daisy stamp set, there is Your Friendship Means Everything. That would be nice for a friend. Or Oops a Daisy, So Sorry I Missed Your Birthday. Or You Made My Day. So those are the choices that are in that set. But I thought quite often I personalize my greeting on the inside to whoever I'm going to be sending it to. So I thought I might leave that blank. So I've got a white piece that I cut with my deckled rectangles, and I'm going to put that on the inside. And I also cut an extra piece of the Designer Series paper with the daisies on it. And I thought I will go ahead and put that on the bottom. You could run it up the side this way, or you could run it along the bottom. But because I had a long enough piece, I thought I will go ahead and run it along the bottom. So I am going to just lay my piece down next to my card like this to see how long I need it to be. Put my glue on and put it on here. Just like that. And I will trim off the end. I will put the white piece in. Like I said, I can stamp something on the, it could just even say happy birthday from another set. Oh, sorry. It's a nice thing about the white glue is you can wiggle this around a little bit. All right, I'll flip this over now and use my paper snips to cut that off. There we go. There's our card. Now, again, like I said, I can go ahead and make another card with this green one if I choose. So it could be totally different, but there's a totally different look on that one to get 2 cards out of there. All right. So I will show you the other samples I did. And it was, oh, sorry, I forgot to put the bling on. I did pull out, these are retired pearls that we had. I did pull them out thinking the yellow might be nice on here, or even the green. The green was supposed to be Tranquil Tide, which is a retired color, but it kind of goes with the green here. So I'm thinking I will use them. And I actually have, sorry, some of the Tranquil Tide right here. So why don't I go ahead and use that? I'm using my Take Your Pick tool to pick them off. And I think I might just tuck them in by this daisy. Like that. And one more. We usually do them in odd numbers. Put one right there. There we go. That looks good. So there's our finished card. A little ribbon, a little bit of bling. You can see that I left this loose because I like the look of that. And that was a quick and easy card to make with that one piece of DSP, and you get 2 cards out of it. So bonus. All right, put this off to the side and I can bring it back in to show you again. I will leave this template here if anybody wants to screenshot it or just sort of jot down how I did that. Now the next set of cards I did, and this one I haven't completely put together yet, so I'll show you what I did. I used this is new paper in the mini catalog, the Winter Meadow paper. So if you haven't seen this paper, it is very, very pretty. Pretty colors, nice scenery. Yeah, very pretty, very muted looking paper. So that's what I chose to use, and I used this particular piece. It has the berries on it. I'm not sure if they're cranberries or exactly what they are. The color is Moody Mauve that goes with it. So that's the piece I chose. So I cut a piece, again, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I cut it diagonally, getting 2 pieces. And again, this paper doesn't really have a direction. When you look at it, stems are going this way, stems are going this way, stems are going this way. So I thought it could be turned any way. Now this paper reverses over to Lost Lagoon Tranquil Tide looking piece of paper. Very pretty. So what I did with this piece is I did flip it over. So this is the one card I made using the berries, and I used Moody Mauve, and I did emboss it with the new embossing folder, Distressed Tile. Hope you can see that. It really is very pretty. So I embossed the whole front. Then I put this on. This is, this was a celebration glittery piece that we had that was called Bedazzling, but there is lots and lots of glittery paper in the catalog now. And then I was using the Christmas Classics suite, or bundle, sorry, not suite. And it comes like this. And so I got all those pieces of greenery out of the dies. So there's those dies that I used for the green pieces. And then for this piece, it is, I use this die, which does a label, which is gorgeous, but I just cut just this piece and I tucked it under the side. I cut it again out of the dazzling paper and I tucked it on the inside. So I thought that turned out really nice. So the words are from Brightest Glow. That's that stamp set that's in the annual catalog. So that's when I cut this paper, then I got another piece, just like there's the other side of it. So I decided I would flip it over, and there are dies in this set that cut these cool little holes in your paper. So I did that just to give it some interest, because this is a very monochromatic looking card that I decided to make. So we'll put this one together. So I'm going to do it the opposite way. As you can see, I did it on that side. Now there's that piece. I could have done it this way, exactly the same, but I decided I would use this piece. So this is Pretty Peacock card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to put this piece down. And then from these dies out of the Christmas Classics, there is a holly. So I cut it twice, and it's really, really pretty when you cut it because the center's cut out. And there is, in this square one, there is a greeting label. So I cut it out of white, and I thought, I kind of like this way. So I tipped it on its side. I used some Lost Lagoon ribbon, as you can see. This is the Lost Lagoon ribbon out of the annual catalog, and it is really nice soft ribbon to work with. So I just looped it in behind my greeting. The Merry Christmas is from the Christmas Classics, so the word Merry is just in that font, and Christmas is in handwriting. And then that is a little stamp that's also in there that I thought was really cute. So that's what I did with that. I thought this is a really very monochromatic looking card, but I really kind of like it. And I just thought I would do that and tuck these holly leaves under there like that, and we'd be done with it. Add a little bling, and we're finished. So I will put this together to show you what it looks like when we're done. So get a little liquid glue on here, and you have to be careful because, of course, the liquid glue will ooze out those holes, but you do want a little bit of glue to hold that down on that edge. So you're going to have to just try to get a little glue on there as best we can, okay? Then it just fits perfectly on the front, which I really liked, because sometimes we leave a border, but this I really like this look. All right, there we go. Okay, and I've already got my ribbon is on the back. You can see I just looped it along, and I stamped with Lost Lagoon, the word Merry, and Pretty Peacock for the Christmas word. Now we'll take all these backings off. You can see I'm just using my edges of my dimensionals. Never ever throw your edges of dimensionals out. Make sure you use them all up. No one's going to see them but you when you're putting your card together. All right, there we go. Straighten this up. And I like the look of this on the angle. I thought it looked just different. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just going to tuck these underneath like that. I may glue them first together. So bring in my silicone mat so I can do that, because that's kind of nice to have them stuck together, and then maybe easier to put down as a pair instead of put it like this. A little glue on the two stems at the back. And I want them sticking up. I've actually rolled them a little bit with my pencil because I like them sticking up a little bit. So I'm just going to lift this a little bit and tuck them under there like that. And you can use your bone folder to kind of scrunch them down a little bit, because I could have put them on. I should have maybe put them on before I put my greeting on, but that's okay. They're going to stay right there. And they're loose on the edges. And I liked the look of that. Okay, so there's that, quick and easy. And I did bring in the festive pearls. And I could use gold or silver or red. I could use any of those. I decided there is a soft green they've got in here. That's what it calls it in the catalog. And I thought they kind of looked like Lost Lagoon. And I thought they would be pretty on here. So let's do some of those to make sure I get the right ones here. Like that. And maybe one down here. Like that. There. So I didn't put any extra bling on this one. I kind of thought it had enough with the bedazzling paper. So that one turned out like that. And this is a beautiful bundle. This Christmas Classics has some gorgeous fonts and words. And you can see you've got Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Christmas Wishes, Christmas Holidays, To You and Yours. And I think, if I remember, I did the inside of this one. I haven't put it in yet. There is a stamp in this set that has the holly leaves. And all I did was I used the Pretty Peacock and I just stamped it off once to make them a bit lighter. And I stamped To You and Yours in there. So I'm going to put it inside here like this. And again, just a little bit of glue on this piece. I use my deckled rectangles to cut these ahead of time, and then I have them all ready to go. And leaving me lots of room to write. All right, so there's that. I can show you some other cards that I used this one with. I haven't used this one yet. I have cut it out, and it is gorgeous. I will show you that because it is so pretty. I'll just move this out of the way. There's our Christmas cards. I did cut this square out of silver foil. Look at how gorgeous that is. I don't know if you can see it. I should maybe put it on the back of this. Just look at how gorgeous that is. And then, like I said, there is that square that I used for the greeting that goes on, and you can just put it on there with your white or very vanilla. So I did cut that already. I haven't used it on a card yet, but I have plans for it. And this one I've done on a few cards. I can show you. I have two different cards that I did. Again, this is retired paper, but I did this one and I used the gold, distressed gold paper. Isn't that pretty? It just is the whole show. That one there. And then I have cut it out in silver also with some hopes to use it, and I'm just not sure how I'm using it yet, but I cut it out in silver foil. Oh, this isn't the same. I'm sorry. That's not the same foil. Not the same. You could also use these are from the Stylish Shapes. Is that right? Not Stylish Shapes. This one is called Nested Essentials. Sorry. You can also use that if you wanted to cover it up a little bit more. And again, you could cut it and just use a portion of it. You know, you wouldn't have to use the whole thing. Maybe just the top. Maybe you just want the top on here. But so many ideas to use this with. And it is so beautiful. So it is a lovely set. I can see getting a lot of use out of it. And it really, just really makes the cards stand out. They are just gorgeous. All right. So there's our idea for today. And where is my daisy card? There it is. Move this out of the way so you can see the cards that we did. So there's the two done with the Winter Meadow paper. And then there's this one and the green one, which I haven't put together yet, but it could be done that way. And you've got quick cards to do, 2 cards at once. So I think that's a great way to knock out a couple of cards quickly. And like I said, with the Christmas ones, it can be very simple. This one is what I consider a very simple card. And then you can bling it up and make it really exciting with adding a bunch of the greenery and some bling on it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I sure appreciate your thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe to my videos so you don't miss them every week when they come on, I'd appreciate that also. Again, I mentioned at the beginning, I think, that I will have all the measurements underneath the video when it posts. And I hope everybody has a super week.